Okay, I'm ready to make the gravy, which is so delicious on everything, especially that stuffing and the potatoes. Shiitake mushrooms is what I prefer, but you can use any kind of mushroom you want, and I always take the stem out. And a new thing I just discovered, which I think is going to work really well, is along with the other stuff that I told you I put in the dehydrator, the cauliflower and the rice and so forth, I also did the same thing with the mushrooms, filled it with water, and gave them a little cook down with it. It had a little marinade on it, a little tamari, gluten-free tamari. So I'm going to use this to make the gravy with, and you can add more mushrooms if you like. I've got these here in case they're ready. And you know, you just wipe these down with a damp cloth. That's all you have to do is just wipe them down, make sure they're clean. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 cup of mushrooms in here. I already had a little olive oil in here, so I don't need to add that. It's about half a cup of olive oil, or a little less. I would start out with a little namasoyu. That's all for the marinade. That was what was in the marinade, and a little agave sweetener. That's what the marinade was that I just poured in here. So now we're going to add this with a little milk or water. You can use either one. I have a little almond milk here, maybe about a half a cup. Makes it a really nice gravy. Sometimes I mix both, almond milk and that. And I'm going to put a clove of garlic in here. That'll chop up. Let's see, what else? And then next I'm going to put in shallots, which I don't have, but that's really good in here. And then a little parsley. And also you can use rosemary, which I have here. My kitchen's so crowded, I'm a little clamped with all this cooking going on. Okay, a little rosemary because I love this rosemary from the garden. I'm going to also squeeze a little lemon in here. Lemon seems to go really good with a lot of raw foods. You know, a tablespoon is good. And then let's see, sage. I've got some sage I picked from the garden. I'm just going to break that up and throw it in, and the Vitamix will chop everything up. I'm going to put in salt and pepper. Another nice thing to add to this, if you like, for the liquid, which I think is really, really delicious, is some white wine or some sherry. It gives it a really great flavor. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of poultry seasoning, maybe about a half a teaspoon poultry seasoning. I could see I'm going to need a little more liquid in here. Let me put that in, and it depends on how much gravy you want to make. And I'm also going to put in some cashews, but I'm going to wait now till the end. Okay, so just let me grind this up, pardon the noise, for a minute. Depending how many people you're feeding, you'll know what you want to put in there. I'm just going to put in just a small handful of this cashews here. Okay. It's probably about enough. And you know, everything is seasoned to taste. Like a little saltier, you can put in a little more tamari, you can put in a little more whatever you like, a little more salt and pepper. This is a really nice thick gravy. Let me just show you the consistency of that. It's thick. You can thin it down or you can leave it like this. I'm going to give this a little taste. Perfect. It's absolutely perfect to my liking. This can be warm too. So you can warm everything at once. You can put everything in. Oh my God, I could just drink this actually. It's so delicious. You want to warm this in your dehydrator. I always think that Thanksgiving food is nice, a little warmed. That's what I would suggest to you. I'm going to post all these recipes on my website, youngonrawfood.com. I hope that you got enough to see this is going to be a really great Thanksgiving dinner with mushrooms and relish and gravy and potatoes. I also, in my book, I don't know what page it's on, but it's called Modern Day Brussels Sprouts. You can warm them up. I eat them as a salad Thanksgiving. I eat them all the time. I love them sliced very, very thin. So those are really delicious for Thanksgiving. And also, if I have time next week to show you, I know it's very close to Thanksgiving, I'm going to show you a couple desserts for Thanksgiving. Maybe a chocolate pie. All right. I love you. Thanks.